continues to fill the air, and these numbers, they just continue to rise from the Hill Country flooding, including more children from our community. How do we even talk to our children about this news and what's going on? Well, here to help us navigate during this very difficult time, please welcome Dr. Ana Ugueto, pediatric psychologist with Texas Children's Hospital. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us, especially during this really hard time.
Well, thank you for having me.
I wanted to talk to you. I have a 2.5-year-old, and I've been breaking down in tears.
Absolutely.
And she's been asking me at such a young age, Mommy, what's wrong? And I couldn't imagine my friends, I actually have friends that their daughters were actually have been rescued. How do you even talk to kids about this? We tried to protect them from things like this, but they were part of this. So where do we begin?
I think this is something so many parents are struggling with, and rightfully so. The news and the information we're getting is just devastating. Yeah. And I think parents need to just use simple and straightforward language and respond to what their kids are asking, or open up the conversation and say, what have you heard? What are you thinking about? What are you feeling? And validate those feelings. What you would say to a 5-year-old is going to be very different from what you want to say to a 15-year-old. But what stays the same for parents is just being open and available, validating what their child is saying. Parents can even model, like, I'm worried too, I'm confused, I don't know what's going to happen. They don't have to have all the answers, and I think that's what parents worry about.
Yeah, I do.
But giving their kids space to share what they want and being there for them to listen and support them is really important.
Now, if our children aren't aware about what happened, do we need to tell them, or do we shield them? How does that work?
I think young children who aren't aware, they're not watching the news, they're not on social media, it's not affecting their kids, you don't need to have this conversation with a 2.5-year-old or even a 5-year-old, right? Thankfully so. But as kids are older and they're on social media, and they might be getting information from sources that may not be quite accurate, and even from accurate news sources, it's a lot of information and a lot of very graphic images. And so having kids take a break from social media, or if they really want to know what's going on, maybe watching the news with their parents is a better way for them to get information than looking at it on their phone.
That's what I was thinking. It's hard for me to consume, and I work in this, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for a child.
Absolutely.
Before we know it, kids are going to be going to school.
Right.
These girls that we've seen their pictures, they're not going to be sitting next to their classmates.
Which will be so hard for those kids.
Yeah, right. So what do we do about that? How do we talk to them about this?
I think, you know, sharing that if they did lose a classmate, to let them know so it's not a surprise when they get to school, and also kind of focus on how parents are doing everything they can to keep kids safe, helping them stick to their routines and going to bed and eating and doing enjoyable holidays, and then taking a lot of comfort in the people around you. So if you know your child lost a friend during these devastating times, they have other friends who also lost that friend, and so it can be nice for kids to come together, to share stories, look at pictures, remember the good times. We just saw how at St. Clair Elementary people are leaving teddy bears and flowers, and helping remember the loved ones helps grief go a little bit easier. It's always going to be hard. Right. Similarly, kids may want to donate or do something to help those who have lost so much.
Right. Now, what if it's still summer and a lot of kids still go to camp?
Yeah.
What do we do about that and getting them mentally prepared?
Well, you know, we want kids to go to camp, right? Camp is fun. They see their friends or make new friends. They do all kinds of great activities that they wouldn't be able to do during the year, especially, you know, the Hill Country's beautiful. That's why all the camps are there.
Right.
And so I think reminding kids, if they're going back to camp, hey, why that's a great idea and how much fun they have. And for new kids going to camp, saying the same thing, sharing why it's a great thing and helping kids get back to that routine. If that was something planned, that's really important.
Okay. Now, if we notice something with our child and we think that we need to contact a professional, how can we reach out to you, and what are some signs that we really should be you're
Yes.
watching for?
Well, one thing for all parents to remember is kids are naturally resilient. When you put them in a safe and secure environment, they are going to rebound and thrive. And so initially after this, expect maybe increases in worry or sadness or behaviors to change a little bit. Little kids may be more clingy and crying. Older kids and teens may withdraw, become a little more irritable. That is totally normal in the aftermath of such a tragedy.
Okay.
But if those go on for like maybe more than a month, that's when we would start being concerned, and that's when parents can reach out. They can talk to their pediatrician about providers. TexasChildren's.org has a huge list of resources at Texas Children's in the Houston area and across Texas where kids and families can get additional support too.
Well, Dr. Really, thank you so much for having this
Of course,
conversation.
thank you.
You answered a lot of my questions, and I know you're helping so many parents and caretakers out there. So please come back on the show.
I would love
We
to.
appreciate you.
Thank you so
very
much.
And as Hill Country communities are recovering from the floods, help is still needed in the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund. So it's actually been set up to help those impacted by the floods. According to its site, that will be directing money to vetted organizations. I know a lot of us are worried about that, providing rescue relief and recovery efforts, as well as flood assistance. Cross Kingdom Church in Kerrville has received many donations, and church officials said people can come by and grab things. Organizations like the American Red Cross, Salvation Army, and local volunteer organizations can help you find food, shelter, and supplies. We have all this over on our website. Stay tuned. There's more headed your way on H-Town Live.